Hi, I'm a purple otaku and otaku of the purple variety, and today we are going to be talking about Moana because everyone loves Disney movies, and if you try to tell me otherwise, then you're wrong. Everyone loves Disney movies. Anyways, so I've been watching Moana a lot recently because now it's on Netflix, and small children watch Moana, and I live with small children, so Moana it is. And I want to talk about a few things. So the first thing is, I really like the animation in Moana. Like what I saw in theaters, and when I did, there's one part, I can't remember when, but you can like see the peach fuzz on Moana's skin, and I just thought that was so impressive. And there's one part where like her eyebrows crinkle, and the way that it's animated, I'm just like, oh my gosh, yes. Like I just love the animation of Moana. So that's one thing. Second thing is, I feel like Moana is proof that Disney listens, because for years now on social media, especially like Tumblr and things like that, people have been basically calling out Disney like, hey, look at all of these like unrealistic standards you're giving to girls, about like waist size and hair and like having to find a man and stuff like that. And in Moana, obviously Moana does not have the thin waists of the earlier Disney princesses. Her hair is quite unruly in some parts of the movie, like when she goes like this and it smacks across her face, and like her and Maui tie up their hair, and I mean her hair is beautiful, but it's a lot more realistic, so that's cool. And in Moana there is no love interest, like at all. Like there has been in almost every other Disney movie except for like Brave and except for in like Brave, and I can't remember which other ones right now, but like in Frozen, Anna had a love interest, and in Mulan had a love interest. I mean, it may not have been the focus of the movie, but it was there. And in Moana there is no apparent love interest. Also, another thing that Disney calls themselves out on, which I think is funny, is when Maui calls Moana a princess, and she says, I'm not a princess, I'm a chief's daughter. And the Maui is like, if you wear a dress and you have an animal sidekick, then you're a princess. And I thought that was really funny. Kind of like the Let It Go joke Zootopia made. I really like that. I thought that was funny. I watch too many kids movies. Not important. What else do I like about Moana? Oh yeah, and Hey Hey is the best. I refuse to be told otherwise. Hey Hey is amazing. One of my cousins, we watched Moana together, and he always tells me, he's like, you are Hey Hey. And whenever we watch Moana, he's like, oh look, it's you. And Hey Hey is funny though. One thing though is the commercials made it look like, is it Pua? Pua the pig was going to be like the main sidekick, and then they ended up being Hey Hey, so I appreciated that. Like, it changed your expectations. I mean, that's not as big as like the other things I've mentioned, but it is there, so it is cool. And also, I've watched Moana so many times now. Tamatoa is great. And if you've watched past the credits, I think, there's this scene where he's still laying on his back, and he says, you know, if I had a Jamaican accent and my name was Sebastian, you'd totally help me. You know you would. And I just thought that was hilarious, because I don't know, I think a lot of things are hilarious. So yeah, those were some things that I liked about Moana. Some videos about Moana, because I like watching theories about movies. So if you go over to The Film Theorist, he has a theory about Moana that I really like, that I'll link in the description. And Super Carlin Brothers has a video about Moana that I really like, that I'll link in the description. So that's all for today. You know how YouTube works. If you want to talk about Moana, feel free to do so in the comments. Bye!